If you're in college, do this right now. Hello, my name is Roderick Sneed. I'm 19 years old. I go to Kennesaw State University, and I just finished my first full year of college. Crazy to say, actually. Um, I also have two businesses, and I just wanted to get a video off because I haven't recorded in a minute, actually. But after this first year, I've just seen a lot of students, and I just have a tip for incoming students or like college students. It doesn't matter who you are, but if you're going to college, either about to start or are in college, this is for you. So most college students, also I have my laptop right here, looking off of notes that I wrote. Now, most college students are told to just focus on grades, but what if I told you starting a business in college could be the smartest move you'll ever make? You like that hook? Like that hook? Good. I actually worked hard on that hook. But basically, today I'm here to talk about purpose. We go to college to find our purpose. Go to college to be able to succeed in our purpose, or at least what we think our purpose is. And just talking to seniors, to freshmen, everyone still is doubtful on what their purpose actually is, right? So, when everyone tells you to get a college degree, I'm not gonna be the one to be like, oh, that's not what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm in college right now, right? I understand it's for some people and it's not for others. But if you are in college, my biggest thing is just the environment, right? To start a business, you want it to be low risk, right? And I'm 19, and which is crazy to say I'm 19, but at 19, I have very, very low risk. Like this house right here, I don't pay for. You know, the bills I don't pay for. I live with my parents, obviously, when I'm not on campus. And how do I put this? This is basically the easiest your life will ever be, right? So if this is the easiest your life will ever be, don't you want to take advantage of it? Because I'm 19, right? So the way I think, I'm 19. I'll be out of college at like 22, something like that. I'm have a job, and I'll start having bills. And for financial freedom, you get stuck in that loop as soon as you start working. As soon as you, because I have a internship this summer, right? And I already don't have time. Like, I have a week and a half of free time, per se. And after that, I have a 9 to 5, and then I also have a 5 to 9 because I have some stuff I have to do in the evenings. So I'm in college right now, and I still have very limited time. So what do you think would happen when I actually have a real full-time job? Right. I also have a little bit of stats to back up what I'm saying here. According to the study by EIG, over 40% of entrepreneurs started their first business between the ages of 18 and 24. It doesn't mean their first business was successful. It doesn't mean, not everyone's Mark Zuckerberg, not everyone's like Elon Musk or whatever, but just starting at 18 to 24 means that you've had these thoughts in your brain for a very long time. It means that you took your free time, and instead of just like playing around, chilling, which is still fun, you still need that in your life, you just took your passion and just dived into it, right? And this doesn't have to just be for entrepreneurship, right? I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm talking to other entrepreneurs. But if you're not an entrepreneur, think about it like I have something I want to do, something I'm interested in. I found the most knowledge I've ever gained is when I dive into something I'm interested in And then when I don't know said subject or a particular thing in it, and I learn about it because I'm interested, I learn it quicker. So since I learn it quicker, it's also teaching me quicker than any class, right? So a 2023 survey by Junior Achievement found that 60% of Gen Z college students want to be entrepreneurs. Let's be serious, right? I think entrepreneurship is in phase right now. I think when you watch YouTube videos or if you look on Instagram, you see those day in the life videos or those people on the boats and stuff like that. You get this idea that all entrepreneurship is like that. One, if they're not faking it, they have to get to that point, and then to get to that point is the part that no one really shows, which is why I'm here. But since no one shows it, everyone thinks that entrepreneurship is like blue skies, right? You get to do what you want, which is really not true. You're actually bound because you no longer have a 9 to 5. You have like a 8 to 11. Like I go to sleep sometimes dreaming about some stuff I have to do, right? Dreaming about some of the actions that I need to do for my company and stuff like that. Also, I am a God-fearing man, right? So I also have a couple of verses that back me up on this. Ecclesiastes 11:4 states, "Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap." And I just added, stop waiting for the perfect time. It won't come, right? A lot of these self-help books, which I read, at least used to read a lot of them. The principles are in the Bible, which I'm not afraid to say, right? And either people don't know that, or they want to look at people who were successful, which I did. I can't tell you I didn't. I did that a lot from high school, reading a lot of self-help books, and I slowed down. I don't think I've completed one self-help book since college started. And as of recent, I've just been reading my Bible. That's all I've been doing. So what kind of businesses can you start in college? I don't want to just tell you to start a business in college. Some people need to know what they need to start, right? The easiest, which easiest is a term I don't want to use too lightly, because when I say easiest, I'm talking about easiest on the front end and harder on the back end, and there's some that are harder on the front end, easier on the back end. First example is campus-based services like tutoring, laundry pickup, dorm moving help, and resume writing. These are the easiest on the front end, easiest to start based on your networking, based off of your network and the people that you know that needs these type of services. It's very easy to start. You do it for free a couple times, then you get some people to give you some referrals, and you do it for like $10-15, then you get some more people, do referrals, and then it keeps increasing. It's very easy to start. Now to grow, it's very hard, but we're not talking about that in this video. Another one is digital products. If you're one of those artsy types, I know I have a lot of friends that are very artsy and know how to do random things that I find interesting that they really don't know that they can sell. Engineering/tech, 3D printing services, prototype consulting, AI tools for students. This is in the wave right now. If you're doing something in this category, I would suggest you really have a proof of concept instead of thinking that since you're doing the new AI thing, it's gonna work. That's also another topic for another video. Also, faith-based niche is also really big right now, and I don't know how I feel about it, but Christian merch, devotional apps, Bible study planners, these are also good ideas. So now, just the last thing I want to say is, you want to start now. Whatever you're doing, just start now, start small. And then if it doesn't become anything, you learned a new skill, that's the worst thing that can happen. You learn a new skill, right? And if it does work out, you found a new purpose, right? But college is temporary. But what you build in this season could change your life and serve others for decades. That's my motivation for starting a company. I want to create a company that withstands time. Right? When I'm dead and gone, like, no one has to remember my name. But if they remember my company and what my company stands for, that's all I want. So I would just ask you to think about these things if you're going to college. Don't just think about the money, right? I didn't mention the money one time. Think about time, what you're doing with your time, how you want to use your time, and what skills you actually know, for you can be a useful human being. Roderick Sneed out. Catch you in the next one. Oh my